Okay guys, hey, welcome back, and today we are taking a look at the ScaleTrain's SD40-2 in the operator line. Now, MSRP on this is $99.99 or $79.99 from the ScaleTrain's website, or of course you could, I don't know if you can get discounts yet, but you can get them in hobby shops now. So I got the operator one because I like the upgradability, but I was also considering getting the rivet counter one because of the detail that's already on it. But since the founder or president of ScaleTrains used to work for Athearn, we're going to do a comparison with a Athearn RTR SD40-2. So, and I've had this one for quite a while. It has been upgraded a little bit, just weathering on the wheels and stuff, so it's not that factory perfect, but they both are still DC as of now. I will be getting decoders for them very soon. And yeah, let's see what you get and with the ScaleTrains SD40-2 starting right now. Also, since ScaleTrains is since the company is supposed to be prototypically accurate, I'm going to compare it to pictures of the real NS3544. So, now let's take a look at what you get with the ScaleTrains operator SD40-2 starting right now. Okay, so here is the ScaleTrains SD40-2, and very nice box art. This gives you ScaleTrains, where they're at, information, everything like that. This is an HO scale model. On the back of the box, you have all this information here. There's different brands for this, including the rivet counter. I have the operator version, and they have 4 different brands for their company. Kit Classics, which is like the old Athearn Blue Box kits, but there's only freight cars in that. Operator, which is what this is. Rivet counter, and museum quality. There's the history of the prototype and everything for details that are included on the model. So, with that, it says it's matched to True Color paint here. So I picked up some True Color black, I hope that's what this is, and some True Color white for this, because I'm going to be installing my own grab irons instead of buying I'm going to buy the ScaleTrains upgrade kit, but I want to install my own grab irons. So I'm going to do that. Let's take the box off, or the top off. Put that over here. Very nice box art inside too. And let's take the locomotive out. Set this on the side for a second, and this to the side for a second. You have your manual here, explode part diagram, etc., etc. It tells you all the features it comes with. LED headlights, LED lighted number boards. That would be interesting. That will be interesting. And the parts list, in case you don't know what you need. So, here is the locomotive. Let's move this out of the way. And there's this plastic sleeve here that you have to take off first. Like most new, well, most if not all new locomotives from companies. And you just take this off, very similar to the Athearn design right here. Soft plastic, take that off. And take the locomotive out. Oopsies. Get that out of the way. So let's move down to the eye level and see what details come on this locomotive. Okay, so here's the locomotive. One thing to note, that this is not part of the trucks. These just come off like that, and there's the trucks down there. And one thing I want to say is the packaging that this came in was very, very similar, if not the same as the Athearn packaging. So let's take this out. Let's set that aside. Take the other one out the other side here. Set that aside. Okay, so we got that out, and let's just take a look here at the front of the locomotive. Very nice snowplow, scale trains couplers. Are these metal couplers? I think these are metal couplers. Oh, they're sprung too, so that's good. Class lights, I don't know if those are operational. Said the number boards and the headlight are LEDs. Horn here. Very, very sturdy handrails. Wow, very sturdy. Go around to the side here. Very nice fuel tank detail. Filler cap. This, they even included the little dip here, which is correct for the prototype here, but this still does not go all the way across it. It stops there, so that's one thing I'm going to have to fix. So far, truck detail is nice, very similar to the RTR. You can, in fact, see all the way through that on the other side, so it's not like the RTR. And yeah, oh, that's cool. Same thing for the back. Looks pretty typical so far. Speed recorder on the prototype would go here. Oh, I should probably let you know that, or I should probably show you the prototype pictures I'm going off of, so I'm going to show you that right now. So yeah, that's basically the prototype pictures I'm going off of. So the back here, this back pilot, drop step doesn't work. I don't know if that's fixed or not. Another Scale Trains knuckle coupler, very similar to the McHenry couplers. You got the bell over here, same thing here on the side. Air tank detail seems very good, and as well as the fuel tank detail. Look at the bottom, got this along here, looks like the old AHMs on the trucks here. This fuel tank is kind of different than what I've seen. Oh, and the steps are see-through. Steps are see-through. And there's also molded on walkway thread here. So that's kind of cool. Some of the steps are bented or mounted crooked. So there's that. Let's take a look at the roof. You've got holes or dimples to where you can drill and put your own grab irons in. Looking at the prototype, the horn is in the wrong spot. The exhaust thing here is see-through, but the fans are not. Sand filler hatch here, as well as on the nose, and also on the rear of the unit, they have holes to where you can drill them out, make them bigger, and install your own grab irons, as well as on the short hood on the front. So there's that. The NS logo seems to be mounted in the correct place. Very nice brake chain detail. That's just molded plastic, but still very, very nice. Don't know if you can see that there. There you go. The bell, I believe, is in the correct spot. Yes, it is. So, next, let's take a look at the Athearn SD40-2 and let's see how that stacks up to this. Okay, and so now here's the Athearn SD40-2 in all of its glory. I should mention that this is an Athearn RTR SD40-2. And before I get into detail, here's the prototype pictures I have to go off of right now. And so yeah, None of these pictures I've taken except for the one that's going to come up here, which is I bought this engine at the 2016 NMRA show held in Indianapolis, Indiana, about 6 hours away from where I live. And we went, or on our way home, we stopped at the NS Lake Division Yard in, I believe, Fort Wayne. And they were switching cars with a Jeep 38 high hood, an X-Southern high hood, and we were going to leave, and two SD40-2s started pulling out. And the second unit was this one right here. The reason I know that is because the first thing I noticed on it wasn't the number, it was this right here. This is the 2014 NMRA unit that was held in Cleveland, Ohio. NS did this unit for the NMRA show. And it's still around today. And yeah, we were leaving and this pulled out, and I got pictures of the model with the real engine. And here's a picture of that right now. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. But I'm going to stop talking so we can look at this. So one thing that stands out right away from the Scale Trains version that the Athearn one has is grab irons. The Athearn one has grab irons, whereas the Scale Trains one does not. It also has pilot detail, MU hoses, train line air hoses, coupler cut levers, all that fancy stuff. Also, it does not have see-through steps. There is no walkway tread or molded on walkway tread on the walkways. The windows on this open and close. The fans on the top are see-through. The horn is mounted in the correct place. Back, more pilot detail. Of course, I'm upgrading this, so not as much. There usually would be a couple of cut lever here and MU hoses, but also on the back, grab irons, and on the top, that big grab iron that goes around the fan. So, this is basically an overview of this engine. Then, because we're not focusing on the Athearn unit, that is going to be saved for a later review when Athearn releases another batch of SD40-2s. So, there's that. And I believe, this one has bulbs instead of LEDs, so that's another thing. So let's look at the operation of the Scale Trains unit right now. I'm running the model on DC. Very nice headlight, probably an LED headlight, I would imagine, because that's what it said on the box. Go back the other way. One cool feature is if I hold the model, and let me reposition the camera so it can focus in on the model. There. If I hold it, it's in the reverse direction right now. The front number board's lit up when you go backwards, which is really, really cool. Class lights do not work, unfortunately. That is a feature for the rivet counter version. But yeah, overall, nice operation, very nice and smooth, and very, very quiet as well. Okay, and also because I can, I'm going to test run the Athearn SD40-2 just to see how it stacks up against the Scale Trains one. The Athearn one is a little noisy, not too bad. Probably hear it. One thing to note about the Athearn one is it has bulbs, so you can see that, and the number boards do not light up. So very nice job with the Scale Trains, or very nice job Scale Trains with the lightable number boards. Very nice little touch. The running lights here are not, there are no lights for running lights, obviously, and there are no lights for running lights on the Scale Trains SD40-2. Also, one thing I just noticed about this, between these two, is the grills on the dynamic brake fans for the Athearn one are not see-through. However, Scale Trains went that extra mile And the fans on the other side see-through. See? Shining a flashlight through there. Yeah, they're see-through. So, very nice job on that, Scale Trains. Also, another thing I was paying attention to was the cab, because NS has what they call the Admiral cab, and 3215 has it, and 3544 does not. So, also, Scale Train is very good on keeping the cab correct for Norfolk Southern. Just test or check the wheel gauge and the coupler height. So let's check that right now. That's engage. That's engage. That's engage. That's engage. That's engage. And that's engage. Okay, so now let's look at the coupler height. Put on the track so I can see this better. I do not have a KD coupler height tool, so I'm just using this NMRA thing. Coupler seems to be a little low on the front, and a little low on the back. So overall coupler height is a little low, but that can easily be fixed. Okay, so now let's check the wheel gauge on the Athearn unit. That's engage. That's engage. That's engage. That's good. That's that's good. That's good. And that's good. So now let's check the coupler height. Coupler height seems to be dead on with the Athearn unit. And going back here. Yep, looks good. Okay. So, alright guys, there you have it. The Scale Trains SD40-2. Very nice model. Great job, Scale Trains, on this one. My only complaint is you could have mounted the horn in the correct place for railroad specifics. I don't have a problem doing that because I'm a modeler, so I can do that. And also, if you want to, the dynamic brake fan pops off, or dynamic brake fan hatch pops off, and there's little like holes, not drilled all the way through, but there's little dimples there to where you can drill holes to mount the horn, which in this case for NS3544 is on the dynamic brake fan hatch. So, very nice. Also, nice job on the see-through blower hatch and radiator grills for the dynamic brake fans. So, if I was to give this model a rating out of 10 stars, it would definitely be a 10, especially for the price and the fact that you can upgrade it to what you want is very nice. Very good job. Now, the Athearn is also a very nice model. I would give that a 10 too. And you can drill holes for your own lift rings for it, and Athearn includes fuel tank detail in their products, whereas Scale Trains does not. Now, the packaging was basically the same for both models. The reason I say that is because the president, or like however you want to say it, president, founder, CEO of Scale Trains is Shane Wilson, and Shane and his team are doing a very good job at making these models. Like, great. And Shane used to work for Athearn before the new guy, Chris, which I don't have a problem with Chris. Chris is a great guy. Shane used to work for Athearn before Chris came in and did all the marketing and ran all the train shows and stuff like that. And I don't know when Shane left, but he left before 2015 because that's when he established Scale Trains, as we all probably know. So, that's it for the Scale Trains SD40-2. I will probably be getting more of these, probably in Norfolk Southern scheme, because my other interest is Norfolk Southern, but if they come out with Missouri Pacific units, I will definitely be getting those, because my other favorite railroad is Missouri Pacific. I have three favorite railroads: Southern Pacific, well, SP, SSW, because that's basically the same thing, Missouri Pacific, and Norfolk Southern. So, yeah, I will probably be getting more of these and upgrading this one. So, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you.